Let's talk some Sleep Token. You know they're putting out a new album, and they've released a couple of new singles. One of them was Caramel that was released a couple of weeks ago. Caramel. We're going to get into that. I just want to listen to it. Before we get into that, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Opera. If you're into streaming music, Opera's got your back. Hey, have you ever found yourself stuck between your music and your browsing? Like you're rocking out to your favorite track and then bam, all of a sudden you gotta switch tabs? Kinda kills the vibe, doesn't it? Well, guess what? Opera has got your back with a floating music player, and they've teamed up with Spotify to elevate your music game even more. We're talking about a floating music player feature that lets you keep your tunes spinning while browsing online. No more interruptions, no more stopping the music. It's just you, your browser, and endless tunes. And here's the kicker, Spotify Premium for 3 months for free. No ads, no limits. Besides limitless skips, you can organize your playlists and even download them and take them offline. No Wi-Fi needed. This isn't just music. It's your personal soundtrack anytime, anywhere. But wait, there's more. You can pop out videos, and same as with the music, you can control them without interrupting your browsing. And if you want to make your browser look and sound exactly the way that you want it to, there are themes. You can go classic, Aurora, Midsommar, you name it. It's all about your aesthetic. So don't just listen, live it. Download Opera, hit up that sidebar, and claim your 3 free months of Spotify Premium. This offer varies by country. Time to elevate your music game and keep your world moving. Don't miss out! Click the link in the description and keep that sweet, sweet music spinning. Sleep Token's one of those bands that you can just put the windows down and listen to them while you take a nice long drive and contemplate life. Love their production, love their lyrics specifically. So I go and I look them up. Oh, hey Pyretta, are you going to listen to the song too? Reminds me of their song Sugar. That's the same like marimba sound or whatever.
Count me out like sirens, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me like caramel.
Billboard Top 10, Here We Come, Song of the Summer. This is Sleep Token's One Dance.
Is it going good in the garden? Say I'm lost, but I beg no pardon. Up on the dice below on the cards, I try not to talk about how it's harder now. Can I get a mirror side stage? You can stop ways. Some of your bizarres getting worse every time they try to shove a real name just to get a rise from me. Acting like I'm never stressed out by the hearsay.
So a lot of this, from what I understand, has to do with toxic fans wanting to know the singer's identity, or maybe the band's identity. The way things are, people get overly emotional about a lot of different things. They get attached to people on the internet. Celebrity worship, I think, actually is on a decline. I think it's actually dying in the way that we knew it growing up in my generation. But with bands and artists and social media influencers that come up in this time, in this generation, that are on the up, people, they'll attach to them very early on, and they think that their support automatically means that the people they follow kind of owe them something.
Too young to get bitter over it all. Too old to retaliate like before. Too blessed to be caught ungrateful, I know. So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. This stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Okay, I'll you know what? I'll tell you why I like this passage right here, because this is something that everyone feels at some point or another, and this is the thought process You know, I've had many thoughts like this, and you just don't say them out loud. And I guess that's actually what this is saying too. There are things, it's not that you keep them to yourself, but there are things that are better reserved for the art. I actually feel acceptance. This right here is like, I'm working through this. I'm accepting the reality of it. And there's also a lot of responsibility in this too, because, you know, putting yourself out there as a musician, even if you're anonymous, you're opening yourself up to a world of, the public world is so endless in what you're exposing yourself to. And there's so many different types of people and circumstances and situations. And it takes a certain kind of, you got to be a certain kind of person to be able to just keep doing it. If you're not that kind of person, you have to become that person. And I think he's starting to come to terms with the fact that this is how it is. And there are things he can't change, but he is going to recognize his feelings, feel them, and move on. Okay.
I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
You know what I think too, and I'm just gonna say this. I'll shoot from the hip. I think that people care too much about people they don't know. They care way too much about people they don't know. They attach themselves without knowing anybody. This guy is gonna be fine. Vessel is gonna be fine. The man behind Vessel, the man who is playing this role, who's writing, he made a very good song out of the struggles of the things that you're worried about him about. I see a lot of people who are just like, you know, oh, is he okay? He's going to be okay. I can bet you any money that there are a lot of people who would love to be in his position. To, like, they're like, oh man, I wanna be in a band where I hide my face and sing and the entire world loves me. So I don't want to make this sound like I'm an asshole. I hope you're not taking this the wrong way. But there are so many people, and I don't think it's him. I think he's authentic. I think that Sleep Token's actually an authentically great band. And actually, they're not even a band. It's a musical project to me. I don't know who's involved with the writing. I don't know who's, co-writing, if there's producers or what's the deal. But the drummer's phenomenal. I think the entire band is great. The production's always been great. The atmosphere, I love music with atmosphere. The lyrics have always been top notch. I think for me, I like lyrics with depth that doesn't spoon feed what's going on. And even this, that's a little bit more direct, isn't actually spoon fed lyrics. There's some it's like poetry. There's depth to it. But I think that there's so many people. While I think they're authentic, there's so many people who would wish that they had exactly this dilemma. Have countless articles talking about did you hear the lyrics of that song? Like, how many times have you written songs? I've written songs where I'm like, this is pretty deep. And then your mind goes into fantasy land. It's like, oh yeah, it's like in Christmas Story when Ralphie has all these grandiose fantasies about him saving his family from robbers and stuff like that. This is something that's happening to this guy, whether he wants it or not. Like, think about that. When was the last time a band puts out a song that everyone's like, yo, did you see those lyrics? That's deep. That guy's going through some shit. That's like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's like something that people like fantasize about, some cringy ass fantasy, but this guy's living it. And I don't think it's, I don't think it happens to people who want it to happen to them. But all I'm saying is that some people would love for this to happen to them. And this guy's living that dream. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Take it or leave it. All right, bye, Peretta. See you later.